Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another session where we're going to dive into the world of English and make your speaking skills shine. Today, I'm super excited to share something special with you. We're going to explore 15 essential words that, once you know them, will help you speak English more fluently and confidently. These aren't just any words. They're words that are used every single day in conversations, and mastering them will make a huge difference in how you express yourself. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Word 1, rosy. Let's begin with the word rosy. Now, you might think, wait, isn't that just a color? Yes, it is. Rosy is that soft, pinkish shade we often associate with flowers or sunsets. But did you know it also has another meaning? When we say something is rosy, we're talking about a situation that looks positive, hopeful, and full of promise. For example, the future of the company looks rosy. This means the company's future seems bright and successful. Another example, she felt rosy after receiving the good news. Here, rosy describes her happy and optimistic feelings. So, whenever you want to describe something that's going well or seems full of potential, you can use rosy. Try making your own sentence with it. For example, the weather forecast for the weekend is rosy. It's going to be sunny and warm. Word 2, contemplate. Next up is contemplate. This word means to think deeply about something, especially before making a decision. It's like when you sit quietly and really focus on your thoughts. For example, he contemplated whether to accept the job offer or stay in his current role. This means he thought carefully about the pros and cons before deciding. Here's another example. She spent hours contemplating her future career path. This shows she was deeply reflecting on her options. So, if you're ever in a situation where you need to think carefully, you can say, I need to contemplate this. Try using it in a sentence. I'm contemplating whether to take a vacation this summer or save the money for later. Word 3, delusion. Now let's talk about delusion. This word refers to a belief or idea that isn't based on reality. It's when someone believes something that isn't true, even when the facts say otherwise. For example, he's under the delusion that he'll become a millionaire overnight. This means he's believing something unrealistic. Another example, she's living in a delusion if she thinks she can pass the exam without studying. This shows she's ignoring the reality of the situation. So, delusion is a great word to describe when someone is holding on to false beliefs. Try using it. It's a delusion to think you can learn a language without practicing every day. Word 4, blemish. The next word is blemish. This word is often used to describe a small mark or flaw that spoils the appearance of something. For example, there was a tiny blemish on the new table, but it was still beautiful. This means there was a small scratch or mark on the table. But blemish can also be used metaphorically to describe a flaw in a situation. For example, the only blemish on the trip was the rainy weather on the last day. This means the trip was great except for the rain. Try using blemish in a sentence. Her performance was perfect without a single blemish. Word 5, fiasco. Now let's talk about fiasco. This word describes complete failure or disaster, especially when things go very wrong in a public or embarrassing way. For example, the party turned into a fiasco when the cake fell on the floor. This means the party was ruined by the accident. Another example, the project was a fiasco because no one communicated properly. This shows the project failed due to poor teamwork. So, fiasco is a great word to describe a big mess or failure. Try using it. The concert was a fiasco because the sound system didn't work. Word 6, root. The word root is simple but powerful. It usually refers to the part of a plant that grows underground, but it can also mean the cause or origin of something. For example, we need to find the root of the problem before we can solve it. This means we need to understand what's causing the issue. Another example, the root of her success is her hard work and dedication. This shows the main reason for her success. Try using root in a sentence. The root of the argument was a simple misunderstanding. Word 7, exaggerate. Next is exaggerate. This word means to make something seem bigger, better, or worse than it really is. For example, he exaggerated the story to make it sound more exciting. This means he added extra details that weren't true. Another example, don't exaggerate the difficulty of the task. It's not that hard. This shows someone is making something seem more difficult than it is. Try using exaggerate in a sentence. She tends to exaggerate when she talks about her travels. Word 8, euphoria. The word euphoria describes a feeling of extreme happiness or excitement. For example, the team was filled with euphoria after winning the championship. This means they were overjoyed and excited. Another example, she felt a sense of euphoria when she received her acceptance letter. This shows her overwhelming happiness. Try using euphoria in a sentence. The crowd erupted in euphoria when the band took the stage. Word 9, futile. Now let's talk about futile. This word means something is pointless or useless because it won't achieve the desired result. For example, it's futile to try to fix the old car. It's beyond repair. This means there's no point in trying. Another example, his attempt to convince her were futile. This shows his efforts didn't work. Try using futile in a sentence. It's futile to argue with someone who won't listen. Word 10, inevitable. The word inevitable describes something that is certain to happen and cannot be avoided. For example, change is inevitable in life. This means change will always happen. Another example, it was inevitable that they would meet again. This shows it was bound to happen. Try using inevitable in a sentence. The rain was inevitable, so we brought umbrellas. Word 11, charisma. Next is charisma. This word describes a special quality that makes someone attractive, charming, and able to influence others. For example, she has so much charisma that everyone loves being around her. This means she's naturally likable. Another example, his charisma made him a great leader. This shows his ability to inspire others. Try using charisma in a sentence. The actor's charisma made the movie even more enjoyable. Word 12, lure. The word lure means to attract or tempt someone, often by offering something desirable. For example, the store used discounts to lure customers. This means the store attracted customers with deals. Another example, he was lured into the job by the promise of a high salary. This shows he was tempted by the offer. Try using lure in a sentence. The smell of fresh bread lured me into the bakery. Word 13, wary. Now let's talk about wary. This word means to be cautious or careful about something. For example, she was wary of strangers offering help. This means she was careful and didn't fully trust them. Another example, he's wary of making big decisions too quickly. This shows he's cautious about rushing. Try using wary in a sentence. I'm wary of eating street food in unfamiliar places. Word 14, vibrant. The word vibrant describes something full of life, energy, and color. For example, the city is known for its vibrant nightlife. This means the city has exciting and lively evening activities. Another example, she wore a vibrant red dress to the party. This shows the dress was bright and eye-catching. Try using vibrant in a sentence. The garden was full of vibrant flowers. Word 15, enigmatic. Finally, we have enigmatic. This word describes something mysterious or hard to understand. For example, he has an enigmatic smile that makes people curious. This means his smile is mysterious and intriguing. Another example, the movie's ending was enigmatic and left everyone guessing. This shows the ending was puzzling. Try using enigmatic in a sentence. The old book had an enigmatic message written on the first page. Your homework. Now it's your turn. I want you to create 3 sentences for each of the 15 words we've learned today. This will help you practice and make these words a natural part of your vocabulary. For example, rosy. The future of our project looks rosy because everyone is working hard. Rosy. Her cheeks turned rosy after she ran in the cold weather. Rosy. The rosy sunrise filled the sky with beautiful colors. Contemplate. I need to contemplate whether I should take the job or continue studying. Contemplate. He sat quietly to contemplate the meaning of the poem. Contemplate. She contemplated the idea of moving to a new city. Delusion. He's under the delusion that he can win without practicing. Delusion. It's a delusion to think you can succeed without hard work. Delusion. She's living in a delusion if she thinks she can finish the project alone. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be using these words like a pro. Remember, learning a language is all about consistency and practice. You're doing amazing, and I'm so proud of your progress. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining. Take care.